Welcome again to the Talking Pictures podcast with hosts Tony Toscano, CiCi Chambers, and Raquel Baldwin-Horton.
And welcome to another Sundance edition of the Talking Pictures podcast. I am CiCi Chambers, and with me is
Chance LaPrey.
And one of our other show hosts,
Kydee Stillman. What's up?
And she does a music show. And we have lucked into a podcast with the lovely
Rotana.
Say it again.
Rotana.
Hi, guys.
Hi. What kind of music do you sing?
I sing pop music. It's pop music, but it's dark and it's cinematic and it talks about my story. So
I've already got to go ahead and say I've heard things about this story just since you've been in the building.
Oh, really?
It's come down each office.
Is my voice that loud?
No, it's not even your voice.
Oh, okay.
It's your voice vicariously through other people.
Oh, amazing.
Like I heard it from Kydee, I heard it from Broja, I heard it from Tony, I heard it from...
Awesome.
Oh my God, well now I'm sure you've already told it like 14 times since you've been up here.
5,000 since I've moved to the U.S.
Oh, good. So we'll make it 5,000.
Since I started pursuing music. But I'll give you the short version. I was born and raised in Saudi Arabia, and music was never really in the realm of the possible. As you know, it's a very conservative place. I loved it, and I kind of moved through life abiding by all the rules, and went to college, moved back, and started working for an oil company, and was very depressed, and started to really listen to myself and understand that I was depressed because I didn't know what I believed in or what I wanted. And as soon as I started asking myself who the hell I was and what the heck I believed, I started thinking about music. And I moved out to LA 3 years ago to pursue music, truly not knowing a single thing. Never sung or written a song. I mean, I've sung, but just never been trained or written a song. It was just this gut feeling that I was supposed to try this.
This needs to happen.
And it needs to happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist in the world yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's very much forbidden for a woman to sing in public where I come from, and so there was no one that I could point to and say, oh, she tried it and she's still accepted and loved and she's okay, and it didn't exist. And I think because it didn't exist, I really wanted to try it.
Right. But
also, it's just, for the first time in my life, I heard an inner voice, as cheesy as that sounds, but that shit was guiding me. It wasn't, because if I was listening to my logic, I would not be here.
Sure.
You know?
Logic's overrated.
Are you picking me up?
I totally am.
So you come from a very, isn't it, paternal, patriarchal society where you have to have your dad and brother or uncle's permission to do everything, right?
Yeah, to do most things, like to travel. You have to. We have what we call male guardianship system. And so to travel outside of the country, you have to have a male sign off and say, yes, I allow her to leave the country. In some cases, if you want to open a business, and yes, you are, in many ways, kind of
property.
Yeah, or a child even. You're asking permission to be a full individual.
From a business owner's perspective, I have to let you know a secret.
It's total bullshit. I mean, it's all bullshit.
No, it gets better. Yeah. There's a bigger secret involved.
Tell me.
Not only are you a minority in the States, you're a woman.
Oh, I know this.
That is an instantaneous 90% tax cut for the first 5 years of the business you open. It's also, you can get a $50,000 grant per year just for being both of those things.
Wow.
This is coming from a middle-class white guy who tried to start a company from nothing, and I got nothing.
Really?
Yes.
That's so fascinating. I have to say, though, Saudi Arabia is one of the most beautiful places in the world, and I think that it lacks a lot of freedom. Mm-hmm. I think ultimately the struggle that I go through is a very universal one, though.
Sure.
I think the desire to be fully yourself, and not dilute it for society or religion or obsession with celebrity culture or whatever it is such a universal concept in today's day and age. And so, but clearly, I mean, I have stronger restrictions in terms of where I come from. But
sure.
I think it's such a universal thing.
But hey, it's not about where you come from, right?
It's about what you do with it and where you're going.
Mm-hmm. And apparently you're headed somewhere that you seem obviously fulfilled in.
So fulfilled. I'm so fulfilled. I'm happier than I've ever been. I'm more scared than I've ever been. And I'm more stressed than I've ever been, but I'm happier than I've ever been.
There's a quote from Abraham Lincoln. He said, success does not come from the comforted.
Yeah.
the more uncomfortable you are, the more success you have ahead of you.
Yeah.
Because you don't struggle when you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't fight for anything. You don't try. You just kind of hang.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're not afraid, it's too easy.
It's too easy.
Yeah. And I'm scared shitless, and so I feel like I'm doing something.
You're doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's important. I think it's really important for people both in the East and the West to see this message that I'm going to put out with my music. I think
Culturally, curiously, did you have to wear a full hijab or anything?
No, I mean, it depends. I grew up in the Eastern Province, so over there, we just wear this long overcoat. I wouldn't cover my hair. Sometimes there's religious police that'll come around in the malls and make you cover your hair, but that's that's when they come around. If they're not there, I usually walk around with my hair uncovered. But if you go to the Capitol, you have to cover your hair. It really just depends on where you are. But yeah, you have to wear this long overcoat situation thing.
I would not get on the overcoat.
You know what? You'd be surprised. You would actually. They're the most loving people. It's just the way that some groups implement this extreme way.
It's the cultivated culture,
But
right?
why don't
it's
the
really
majority then speak up against the minority? That's what I don't understand.
Because the majority is conservative. The majority is conservative. The minority
is liberal.
Yeah, and also it's people. That's the thing. People don't really want to rock the boat in Saudi Arabia just yet. Everyone kind of just wants to live their own life and be comfortable, and that's why that's why I make music.
That's exactly it.
For me, it's the easiest way to penetrate people is to just sing something and create something that's really powerful. And you can make them feel something before you can make someone intellectually agree on something. I really believe that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And music is a great way to do it.
Yeah. So instead of instead of sitting down and arguing until the sun comes up with people that I know are never going to listen to me, I wrote a song called Daddy that's coming out on January 27th, and it's about absolutely refusing to dilute yourself to make anybody more comfortable, And I think that's a very universal concept. There's so much tugging at us in today's world that is saying, be this, be a little bit less of that. And this song is no, screw all y'all, this is who I am. And I'm in this room with you right now, fully myself, and what are you going to do about it? So, yeah, the tag of that song is just, what you gonna do, daddy, daddy, what you gonna do, daddy? And to me, that's so much more powerful than sitting there and arguing with someone, is to just sing your power and let them feel it.
That was cool.
Oh, you're so funny.
It took your hook, and I was like, Oh.
Are you going to be performing here at Sundance?
Yes, I'm singing at.
Where and when?
Tomorrow, I sing at the event is called the Celebration of Music and Film. It's at Basecamp. Maytoff, beautiful
Basecamp.
Manager of Basecamp.
Sundance Film Festival Basecamp, or Solid or Canyons Basecamp?
No, that.
Okay, the festival Basecamp. Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yeah.
Too many ski resorts, too many base camps.
Yeah, it's going to be live streamed at sundance.org/now.
Okay.
We should have Kydee come cover you there.
I'm trying.
I know, we told Maytop we're really going to try and make that happen. We would love that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, get you out on at least one network, if not two.
No, you'll be out on two.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be so dope.
Yeah.
I would love that.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
All right.
Yeah.
So when did you move to the States?
I moved here 3.5 years ago.
And so were your parents okay with you? You're just like, look, peace out, I gotta go.
Yeah, they love me. They're very scared. They're still scared, and my dad is incredible because he just wants me to be happy.
Sure.
Yeah, they could see it in my eyes that there was no way that I wasn't going to do it, and so they're
all right.
Yeah, so they're just.
We love you, and
they're like, holy fuck. Okay, fine, okay.
Call us
Jesus
on Sunday.
Christ, call us every day, okay, fine, do it. So they're amazing.
So what did your parents think? Because I know there's been some death threats and whatnot and crazy stuff happening. Are they still hesitant about you being here and pursuing the music industry?
Yeah, I mean, I think my parents are wise enough to understand that the death threats, I mean, those stopped. I got a couple of those a few years ago. Now it's just trolls on Instagram, on my social media. There's plenty of that stuff. But I think, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm unfortunately from the demographic that trolls were bred in.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you.
You're welcome.
For all you guys have done.
I will take the beration for the idiots in my culture. I'm a gamer and a geek, first and foremost.
Amazing.
And that's where they were bred, and that's where they festered, and they became a thing. However, I have learned how to diffuse them very quickly.
Yes.
So any idiot behind a key... No, it's a... Yeah. Actually, it's you force an invite to sit down and talk.
That's I really believe that too.
Yep.
I really believe that too. I never block anyone or delete any comments. I just continue doing what I do and extend love, and I know the thing is that people are the most pissed off when they're afraid.
Yep.
Essentially, it's when people are angry, you're forcing them to meet parts of themselves that they don't want to meet, they're not ready to meet, questions they don't want to ask.
They're also pretty mad when you beat them one-on-one online.
Right, or if you're a gamer, that happens. But people are just scared, and they're like, who the hell are you to make me question my values and everything that I know and go away? And,
how dare you?
Yeah. But the second that you connect with someone, I really believe that all that shit goes away.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, for one, I'm there tomorrow.
Please.
We're coming.
Yay.
You're coming, you're going, we're all going.
We're off.
What time is it?
That doesn't matter, we're going.
It's at 6
a.m., we're there.
Starts at 6:30. She'll probably on around 7:30.
Sold. We're going, that's it.
He's going to be like pulling out of the black house.
CiCi, we're going. I don't know.
I'm like, I'm interviewing John Lennon here.
He can come too!
Boo, come on, we're going to go.
John, we have a better place to be, you're coming with.
Come on, shorty.
Soon they'll be working together, so.
Done.
Just bring John.
Just bring him.
Just bring John.
We can all love the
Bring
legend
Chrissy
together.
too. Yes. I love Chrissy.
Well, thank you so much for just sitting down and talking to us.
Thank you.
Because that was probably my favorite part of the day so far.
Stop it.
So far, you're winning for best moment of the festival.
Oh, hurrah! Yes! Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Cheers.
I've never clapped on the podcast, but it's okay.
You know that every time in El Al, which is in the Israeli, I'm from Israel. Every time the Israeli plane lands, you clap.
We made it!
Arabs do that too. It's a Middle Eastern thing. I know, it's ridiculous.
Well, my uncle's a pilot. I think if I clapped for him, he'd think I was condescending.
No, yeah.
Get your job! Way to go. I'll see you at Christmas.
Oh my God. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the Talking Pictures podcast. When we have you close out here, make sure you tell our website where people can find you.
Yes, so you can follow me on all my social media handles that are I am Rotana. And Daddy comes out January 27th. Everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and stay tuned because I'm going to be putting out a single every month. And
so are you gonna put together an album?
Eventually it'll be an EP.
So you're just gonna plug it together?
Yeah, but we're just gonna do the single game for about 5 months.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, keep us posted for when all of these come out.
Absolutely. Just stay tuned to I Am Rotana. I'll be posting updates all the time.
Done.
Yeah.
All right, take us out, champ.
Well, that's CiCi Chambers, Chance to Pray, Kydee from Beyond the Band, Rotana, and her lovely manager. I was going to say, I'm going to screw this if I try to say it. Maytop. And this has been...
look for some more coverage on...
Geek Factor Radio, or Geek Factor Media, otherwise Geek Factor Radio. Also, Flash TV is going to be running this as a podcast segment.
But tomorrow we will have video from the concert.
Because we're going to be there.
We will be there. Woo! All right.
See you guys.
He's not last, but he's happy.
And welcome to another edition of the Talking Pictures podcast. Live, well, not live, sort of live, well, sort of live. Well, we're
living.
We're just like Hollywood. We're plastic.
Yeah.
We're here. 2017 Sundance. I am here with
Chancellor Prey
and Wren Barnes, who is hi. She is an actress and does some producing. And
what else do you do, Wren?
I'm like living the dream. I live in America. It's pretty great here.
I'd rather live in Japan.
Yeah? You've been there recently?
Especially after today and the inauguration.
Right?
Yeah, let's go do some Sudoku or something like that.
Let's like travel around the world together.
No, that's a game. I'm talking about like cutting my guts out.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah, I spent all of November in Hawaii after I jumped down from the American film market, and I was in town and I signed a few movie contracts.
Cool.
So
NDAs as well, I'm assuming?
I saw CiCi at Flash TV recently because
you came out as video?
Yeah, Tony and I are talking about doing a show, so I'm really excited about that.
What is it? What are you doing?
I'll be hosting, it looks like about
business to business.
Exactly, like entrepreneurs and things like that, and interviewing these business owners and how they did it, how they made it happen. So
would you be coming at that from just a host end or like a knowledgeable party end?
A host.
Have you ever ran a business yourself, anything like that?
So I work with a lot of budgets, actually. That's a surprising thing, I think, when people don't expect about me, but I'm pretty good with numbers.
Cool.
Like, I was walking here on Main Street here at Sundance, and someone was like, where's that? And I was like, 1167, da-da-da-da. And they're like, how did you know that? Or so I'm like,
it's a number, okay.
I have a photographic memory. Like, what a blessing, right?
Right.
It helps. But
that's impressive.
Yeah.
That means you can take the Warlock test.
The what?
The Warlock test.
What's the Warlock test?
The Warlock test. I wish it was the Warlock test. That'd be a lot better.
It's not the Warshot test?
I love this.
The Warlock test is a photographic memory test.
Okay.
There are 300 images, and then you have to match the according words to the according images.
And you've taken this?
Yes.
And what was your score? Okay, so you're probably similar. You're like, okay,
actually,
you're not dog.
Until it's all 300.
Okay, so you were close.
It just means I have a decent memory. I have an associative analytic.
Interesting.
Sporadically.
I'm just judgmental.
And straightforward.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like a spear.
Sort of. I could be cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the bone.
And you have a sharp wit.
That one was just rapier.
And then there's a hard stick going up the back end.
Hey! I have a guy coming in town.
CiCi, have you taken your Myers-Briggs ever? Have you done that personality test?
Oh yeah, I'm actually an INTJ. TJ. I'm an introvert.
Okay.
Intelligent. Spelled wrong.
Have you taken yours?
Can't remember what I am. I have taken it. Can't remember.
Because see, I'm an NT also. I'm an ENTP. I can totally, like, you started saying something about her, but there's something about it that's extremely organized and very, like, systematic and it's rare for a woman, I think, too. But it's great in, like, something like this. It's great.
She's 99% business.
It's very thinking. It's very...
Which makes for 100% of fun. No, INTJ, I tested several times that I've taken it. I've tested as an introvert, which is people don't believe. They're like, but you're so outspoken. I go, there's a difference between being outspoken
and introvert.
And like, how much do you really know about me? Not many people know very much about me.
Most thoughts are kept yourself until you deem them worthy to say.
And then you are left in a pile, just quivering and wishing I hadn't spoken.
Because she's a spear.
I am a warrior. In the other test, I'm a warrior.
Oh, nice.
Me too. In the other test, yeah.
Let's see. I'm a level 72 swordsman.
Oh.
In Blade and Soul.
Ooh. And I'm a screwdriver.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No orange juice and vodka?
Yeah, well, in the toolbox of personality, you have the hammer, the wrench, the screwdriver, and pliers. So, and I'm kind of teeter between the hammer and the screwdriver, but in my world, you can use the screwdriver as a hammer. So, and you can use the hammer as a screwdriver.
I feel like this would be a good movie, like a
hammer and screwdriver.
Yeah, I'm a bigger hammer kind of girl.
Bet you are.
Yes, I am.
I kind of want to take this test now.
You should see my box.
How about that guy coming in?
He's coming to her. Marsh, say, honey, you know I love you. He's totally safe. His fiance and I are very much alike.
Yeah, very much so.
Which is why we get along.
Yep.
Because we both have masculine energy.
What can I say? I mean, a guy girl?
A guy girl. No.
I think there's some of those in Singapore.
Does that make you a girl guy?
Maybe.
Are you feminine?
Am I?
Ooh. No, you are definitely not beta. You are like...
Now I'm questioning everything. Where do we go from here? Who am I really?
Papa, can you hear me?
Now I'm just going back to our last interview with Rotana.
I know, which you
Being yourself.
You just quivered, like, when she started singing.
That was amazing.
You don't quiver when I sing.
Oh, I missed
I've never heard
that.
you sing.
I sing all the time. I just sang.
That wasn't singing.
That was singing.
That was like limerick, like associating inflections together.
Okay, we're going to karaoke.
Done. I already heard we're doing it tonight.
What? Can I come? Oh, yeah. I want to be there. Done. I love karaoke. Who decided this? Okay, what's your go-to karaoke song? I've got to know. I need ideas.
Like always.
Like both, because I'm open for anyone.
I haven't done it yet at karaoke, but I want to do it. It's My Shot from Hamilton. Look it up.
Okay.
It's brilliant.
I'm standing on the edge of nowhere.
Okay, yeah.
Tina Turner?
No.
There's only one way out.
Reba.
But your heart's gotta go there.
Cher. Oh. Cher.
You sound like her too.
Whoa.
So Sonny coming in later. Short, like 5'4" white guy.
No, my friend that's coming? No, he's a 6'2"
with the Jefferson's haircut.
Jefferson haircut.
Going on.
Hunk of chocolate.
You and your dark chocolate.
Yeah, baby. Actually, he's more like a 62% cocoa.
Okay, got it. Little mocha.
Yeah, little mocha.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm open to a new karaoke song, and I sing alto. And also, I do this Blondie song because I sing alto. And it's like One Way or Another. And I've had guys come up to me afterwards like, okay, now you're totally a stalker. You're like, no. I'm like, no. I'm like totally personifying like this, character. But
One way
exactly.
or another, I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. And to me it's like, all right, let's rock out. And like people are like, whoa, totally didn't expect that. Like with your look and that. Okay, cool. But then I have other guys who are like, oh no, you're a stalker, you're gonna get me. I'm like, dude, like, I feel for those actors, like where people walk up to them on the street and they're like, totally like get mad at them because they were like the bad guy in the movie. I feel that. Like, I really feel that.
When guys are like that, you just gotta go, honey, have you looked in the mirror?
It's like, so my two most exciting film projects. One is going to be a PG-13 action adventure, and the cool thing is being here in Utah is it's based on Porter Rockwell. Then we have a writer out of New York, and it's a comedy, and we're going to get an A-lister to star in it, and it's going to take place in LA because it's kind of spoofing LA stuff a little bit. But yeah, I'll definitely update you guys more.
The front end or the back end?
I'm on the back end. I know that, to be honest, like, I did audition for one of the roles, and the writer was like, I know we might offer that to you, so just keep it a little private, but
we'll just broadcast it for you.
When I know that I know, we'll all know. I'll make sure that y'all know, because the Porter Rockwell, the chances are we're going to do action shots around this area. It could come to Utah.
Cool.
And yeah, it's in
So for those of you who don't live in Utah, which is pretty much all of my fans.
Yeah.
Chances like, yeah, pretty much. Chile, Singapore, Germany, England, Brazil, Paraguay. India. Well, that's because of the East Indian, baby. Y'all got 1 billion people that need to be my fans. Family, what's up?
Oh, I look forward to meeting all these people then.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Porter Rockwell, a cowboy roughneck who did some vigilantism. Some people loved him, some people didn't. He was friends with Billy the Kid and a few other people. He killed people, but he helped people. There's a little bit of Robin Hood stuff in there, but generally, all in all, he was just a dick.
And he was also the bodyguard for Joseph Smith.
So he believed what he was doing was righteous, which was killing a lot of people. I think it was like more than like Billy the Kid and all these other guys combined, but he felt like he was defending him.
Because I always heard a story that he was promised by a prophet that if he cut his hair, or if he didn't cut his hair, he'd be safe.
So he's a real wild man with a beard and this long hair, and like
Trump thought if he had Tic Tacs he'd be safe, but
surprise.
Thank God for boom mics.
Well, I mean, he is safe.
Not really.
Secret Service in front of him now.
I think we should maybe pitch in and rent him a pop-top Cadillac.
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Maybe take him to the library.
Plus, they also have a safety mechanism on pop-tops that Tesla just came out with. It's an instantaneous cover.
So what is it, like material?
I'm so excited about Teslas.
It's like straight carbon.
No, does it instantaneously material? How could it be? So it says, oh, look, there's a bullet coming at 485 miles an hour from 3 blocks away.
What? For real?
Yeah, because it runs off Tesla's counter system, and the counter system extends out to a mile out. That way, that's how the computer predicts car crashes and stuff like that.
Oh, fuck. How are we going to kill him?
I don't know.
With this whole, Cadillac thing, I assume you're referring to JFK, but what's really interesting is the Mandela effect, which I don't know if you both are familiar with that.
What?
The Mandela effect?
Cheating on your first wife and then going and getting in prison?
So it's this new theory that, CERN is changing time. And so there's all these brands that have, like, our minds remember things that group think that don't exist, and they're erasing it off the internet. So there's a couple different things going on. CERN is, I believe, is getting funded by brands like Procter & Gamble to go back in time and change things. I think that's illegal, but actually the point is if you look up JFK footage now on YouTube, it's a three-row, six-person Cadillac, and it's in color. So I remember black and white, and I remember 2-row. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, it was the front and the back, and 6 Secret Service personnel walking around the outside, 15 feet behind the car behind that.
Now it's a 3-row top-down Cadillac, and it's in color. There's no black and white. And this is crazy.
There was another one too. There was footage of and this is what was I posted it. I actually posted it in my timeline, and I couldn't find it. And I went back to YouTube to find the video. And I was not the only person who had watched. What was it on? It was about Trump,
and it's a deficit, and
it's gone now. And it was like, it was not the video, like the audio that everybody has of him, using Tic Tacs. Of course, I wonder if he has an affinity for Tic Tacs because he's hung like a mouse.
He's the one leave your breath tasting better?
Better than the golden shower, I'm sure. So yeah, there's stuff that just comes up missing. And it was footage. One of my posts even talks about that, and several other people went and looked for it because they had watched it too.
So I just want to say, since I have 2 cents on actual casting and then it's having a good reach, is I saw this phrase, and technology is actually take-nology. And in order to protect, I just think that we need to keep books around, because if like the internet went away and the way that they're already changing, like here in the movie business, Shazam never existed. Like this movie back where like Sinbad was in it, and lately it's like Ed McMahon was never with Publishers Clearinghouse, and that Berenstain Bears is Berenstain Bears, not Berenstein, EIN, which I remember. So it's like crazy stuff like that going on, where people are like digging up in their attic and finding Berenstain Bears, and the wording's changed. It's actually like going back in time, or like weird things. And the only thing I think that makes sense is CERN is getting funding from these huge billion-dollar companies to change stuff for legal reasons. That's what I think from a business sense.
Okay, well, Wren, thank you so much for being on with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. This has been so interesting, and I'm grateful. And definitely, if anyone wants to find me on social media, it's Wren Barnes, WrenBarnes, and I'm on Insta and Facebook and Twitter. And give me a shout out and say hi.
Congratulations on being Miss Holiday.
Hey, yeah, it's a beautiful place to be friends. Yeah, never married, still single. Yeah, I'm Miss. Yeah.
I am CiCi Chambers. We will see you again soon for another Sundance podcast.
Thank you, guys.
The Talking Pictures podcast is a production of Talking Pictures, produced by CiCi Chambers, distributed by Geek Factor Radio, SoundCloud, Libsyn, and iTunes. Find us all at www.talkingpictures.tv and at geekfactor-radio.com. Music provided by bensound.com.